Hey, Katie Fowler. I'm so glad that you took this moment to talk to me via Skype.
Well, hi, Alex Anderson. Thank you for showing me how to use Skype.
I know, right? It's
The
pretty magical.
technological wizard.
Yeah. So listen, I want to talk a little bit about your show and something that has happened between the two of us over the last couple days. Do you mind?
No, I would love to talk about that.
Okay, so this all started with an email that I sent to you,
Right.
and it said,
It asked me about the color tool,
uh-huh,
which is not ready yet. We've hit some hiccups, so
okay.
I'll keep you posted on that. But you asked me to help you get your butt off the couch. You were stuck.
I basically said, kick me in the butt and get my brain motivated. And
Right.
your and your gracious reply was, it doesn't work that way. And then you said, do you want to talk on the phone for an hour? Because you are a coach, a creativity coach.
Right.
And I'm like, well, what the heck? So we set up a time. It was Saturday, right?
Yes.
I think it
Yeah.
was, yeah. It was Saturday. And we started talking. And I want to share with everybody a little bit of what happened because it was an hour and a half. Of course, we talked about personal stuff too. But there, you asked me questions. And this is something I suppose you do with all new clients.
Right. Actually, even throughout the process, it's questions.
Right, because it could go this way, it could go this way, it could go this way, etc. And the thing that I zeroed in on was I had two towers of Kaffe facet fabric. Okay, so here's one stack.
Oh,
Yeah, right? And then here's another stack. And it was all like, I know, it was all bundled together. And I've been looking at it like art. And I shared with you that it was a really big deal to cut into it, meaning literally cut the little ribbon that was wrapped around it. And I didn't know why this was so hard to do.
well, it is because it's beautiful and it's kind of perfect the way it is. And most of us have fear about ruining those bundles, and they look so beautiful. And the last one I bought was strips of Kona cotton all rolled up.
Yeah.
And I felt the same way. It's just hard to cut that ribbon that goes around the outside of it. You'll never get them back that way.
Right. And we start talking about that. And I want to tell you number one. Oh, then everybody, you have to know. I want to say one of the main things you said to me was that, well, one of the many things I should say is that when someone like myself and you work at what you love, it's all the same thing. It all gets mashed together. And then
Right.
you asked me to do what?
Well, to put the Alex Anderson personal love to want to lose time in your best room in the house, I think you called it.
Yeah.
Put that stuff in a pot and then put the professional stuff in a pot. The stuff that you do for Alex Anderson, and I think I said the quilting megastar.
Well, no, I don't think we'll say that. The name of the business is Alex Anderson Inc. Okay,
Okay, all
but
right.
that was huge. It was huge because I'm working on a project right now that I just like, oh, I don't want to do it. And you're like, and you said to me, it's Saturday, go play. And then you asked me, did I bring those K facet fabrics with me? We were up at the cabin, and I said, yeah. And I just had a ball.
Oh, good. I've been dying to know.
Yeah, so that's number one. You said
Good.
separate the two. And I think, Katie, okay, this morning I had to do something kind of tedious, but I said, that's my job. And I said, and I did it and I was done in an hour and a half. I'd still be whining about it, like today, right?
Right. Yeah, I
And,
totally get that.
and then the other thing that struck me was think forward. And I want you to talk a little bit about that.
Well, I love Alice in Wonderland, and I love how the White Queen, and she's not scary like the Queen of Hearts. The White Queen, off with their heads.
Off with their heads.
The White Queen tells Alice that it's a poor sort of memory that only works backwards. And I just love that because it's so goofy. But the way that I framed it for the creativity coaching is if we can remember forward how we're going to feel when we give ourselves the time to do what we love to do. And, you know, it works for me for exercise too. I really don't like to exercise, but if I can remember, I think we talked about this on Saturday, how I feel when I get home from even a little walk through the neighborhood with the dog. My face, right now, this time of year, my face is cold and it feels good. So I need to remember how it feels at the end, because the starting of anything, I think, is always hard. My Uncle Bob, who he's gone now, but he rode his bicycle, pedal bicycle, 7,500 miles one year. And he was just obsessed with it. And he always said the hardest part of any bike ride is putting your bike clothes on and getting on your bicycle.
That's what John says about exercise. It's walking out the front door with your shoes on.
Exactly.
So you told me to get busy, and I did. So I want to tell you I want to show you what I did.
Oh, good. I can't wait to see.
Yeah, and I want to tell you what I did. Okay, because okay, you told me to separate out the fabrics perhaps by color, because I talked about these bundles. They had everything in it. So I went and I sorted out these. This is what I wanted to work with.
Those are the shot cottons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some other little things mixed in too. But then also, the thing I have to do is I have to make a ton of these.
Okay.
And they have to actually be in these colors. It's not what I want to do, but as I cut into all these, I made these. Set them aside. Okay, so goodbye, done. That's not what I'm doing. So then I told you I wanted to work like in Jean Wells style. So I just started working. You want to see?
Yeah. Oh, I love
it. Fun.
Yes.
And this was like just an hour, 2 hours. That was it. And then I made some more so that when I got home, which is now, I can put it on my wall and I can keep going. So I love that, number one, you listened to what I had to say, and you asked very telling questions that could then take you down the correct hole, right?
Right.
And
the key to the questions, Alex, and my belief is I try not to tell you. I try not to give advice or say, do this or do that. I mean, we did talk about some next steps that you could take. I remember telling you, while we're on the phone, why don't you go get your sewing machine out?
Yes.
But we all have the answers inside. We just we forget sometimes how to stop long enough to listen to ourselves, listen to our hearts.
Right. And so, everyone, the purpose of this Skype is I wanted to share with you what went on personally with me. This show has really affected me, your show, and it's currently playing right now. I don't know the number. Do you remember the number?
1807.
Okay, thank you.
I can whip it right off.
Okay, in case somebody's watching this later. That show was a game changer for me. And when you see the comments under, I know it has been for other people. Now, everybody out there, you have to know we've set up another session, like in about 10 days or something like that. And we just chit-chat on the phone. Maybe we'll be Skyping, I don't know. And you are open to take clients, right?
I am, yes.
How does somebody do that?
Well, I would like for them to contact me via email, and they can find that on my website, fowler.net. And there are links all throughout the website. Contact me.
Beautiful website.
Oh, well, thank you. And if they just shoot me an email, and we'll set up a little 15-minute phone call to see if it sounds like something they'd like to pursue. And we'll take it from there.
Cool. And we had talked on set behind the scenes that I was probably going to do this, but you get distracted and all that kind of stuff. And that email, it was just like, I think we need to talk. I can't just tell you to get off your butt and get to work, because that's not what was going on. So thank you. And I look forward to in 10 days.
Me too. I can't wait to see the Jean Wells style quilt.
Hey, thank you so much. And everybody's enjoying your show. It is the best. And I know it's unlocking a lot of things in people. Somebody said, oh, now all the TQS members are going to be slicing up their quilts like there's no tomorrow. And thanks for coming back for the after set so everybody could see.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I've told you this before, but truly this has been one of the very top experiences of my life.
Well, that's kind.
You guys are awesome.
Kind. Have a good rest of the day.
Thanks. You too, Alex.